Hey, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I am your host, Brooke, and I am so happy to have you here with me. I am going to pull up the charts. We're going to talk about the energy for the day, but stay tuned for the end because instead of doing a reading, I want to set some collective manifestations with you guys, specifically for the fires that are in California. Okay, so let's pull up the chart. Let's see what we have going on for today. All right, so I have run my chart for sunrise. Sunrise here in Johnson City is 7:41 a.m. It's staying consistent every day, same time. And today we have Mercury ingressing into Capricorn. Now, I am so thankful that Mercury is now out of Sag because it feels like we can now process and actually regurgitate, okay? Um, Everything that we've been through, everything that we've experienced. I know for me personally, it's really hard for me to get my words out when Mercury is in Sag or even Pisces. Now, I want to remind you guys, we are going to have a retrograde later on in the year in Pisces, and Mercury and Venus are going to be retrograding together. So stay tuned for that. The sun is now at 18 degrees of Capricorn and is working into a square with Chiron. So, with this energy, okay, there is going to be a lot of aha moments coming up to the surface as far as our wounds are concerned, okay? So, I don't read squares as necessarily being a bad thing. I read it as an opportunity for growth, okay? So if there's anything going on that you truly need to expand from, that you need to learn from, this is where that opportunity is going to come into play. So with this square taking place, we may feel our wounds, okay? There could also be a lot of unconscious things being brought up to the surface. Now, that gives us an opportunity to shine a light on those things and truly bring it up and reflect, go within introspection in order to find the silver lining, in order to truly heal and alchemize that energy. All right. Venus is now at 5 degrees of Pisces and is in a trine with Lilith and Vesta. Okay, so keep an eye on your emotions, keep an eye on your temper. We still have Mars retrograde, and Mars is actually trining over to Neptune. With this trine to Neptune, we now have Hollywood on fire. Literally. Okay, Hollywood is on fire. And we're going to have a Sun and Mars opposition moving on later in the month, in the next couple of weeks. So there's going to be more of this brought up to the surface. And I am just going to say this now. Allie Carter warned that this was going to come. She said, pay attention to fires and explosions. And she specifically pointed to that area. So, if you don't know who Allie Carter is, I highly recommend you do a deep dive into TikTok or even YouTube and see what you pull up. I would highly recommend doing your own research and truly seeing what's going on. Once you research her and the things that she said, you will see clearly more of what's going on, especially in Hollywood at this moment. Now, we still have Saturn in that square with Jupiter. They're now in a 3-degree orb, slowly working their way out. We will see this truly start expanding as the month progresses. I'm sorry, guys, we have a ton of snow continue falling from the sky, like massive snowflakes. So it keeps pulling me out the window. In the next few days, we're going to have the nodes switch, okay? The nodes are going to move from Aries to Pisces. So right now the nodes are in Aries and Libra, and we're going to see that move into Pisces and Virgo. Now, how can we work with the energy for today? Try not to let your wounds get the best of you. Truly, try not to let the wounds get the best of you. And for all of you earth healers, this is a great opportunity for your moment, for your time to shine. And what I mean by that is, I truly want to send the cold and the snow, okay? Because it's coming from the northwest down into the east and it's going back up, okay? It is following the jet streams. Now, in California, they have extreme winds, which is causing the fires to jump. So what I want to do, let's work on pushing that air back, okay? We need to push it back and we need to calm the air, okay? We need to calm it. And then what I want to focus on doing is pushing all the moisture that's coming this way. I want to push and redirect that to LA, all right? So this is who I call in. This is who I work with whenever I am working with the weather. When I am working with the weather and I am doing things to directly manipulate the weather, this is what I do. You want to create a sacred space. Once you create your sacred space with God, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, okay, I like to call in Yeshua, Jesus, and also Mary Magdalene, okay? If there is someone else that you work with, by all means, please do what you feel most best doing, okay? What you feel most comfortable doing. So, in creating the sacred space, what I want to do is I want Gabriel to start bringing the water. Okay, we're going to need a lot of water. Now, we can push this energy back to kind of help with the winds. We can push this energy back, but we can also pull the water from the ocean. Okay, and so this is where Gabriel's going to come into play and truly saying, hey, Gabriel, it is time. And Gabriel is the keeper of the West, okay, and is the one that helps with water, okay? Raphael is going to cool the air, chill the winds, all right? So we need them to specifically working on those things. And once we get the air calmed down, okay, we can then start bringing the water in from the ocean. So I want you to spend some time today, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever time that you can commit to this, and send water specifically to the LA area. There is a lot of innocent people that are losing everything. They're losing everything, okay? Also, with these fires being as close as they are to Mount Shasta and all of, the earthquakes that have been happening, there could potentially be more earthquakes, but also we need to focus on the energy of Mount Shasta too. This could trigger a eruption with Mount Shasta. All right. So we truly need all hands on deck right now. I am choosing to not focus as much on the astrology because I do feel that this is the most important. Now, yesterday, I was able to push the snow back up some, but then it came back again today. So I need help pushing snow out of East Tennessee and North Carolina too. All right. Now, you also want to make sure that you are working with Metatron, Sednaflon, and Zadicule. And the reason why you want to make sure that you're working with them is because Metatron and Sednaflon are the ones that are going to help you do this on a multi-dimensional level. Okay. So Sednaflon is able to travel to the future. I'm sorry. Metatron is able to travel to the future and also to the past. All right. So we can start working in the higher dimensions, combating the past and the future simultaneously until those timelines meet up with the now moment. All right. And this is how I do it. Okay. I don't try to tackle the now. I work on a multi-dimensional level. Let's tap into future timelines and work this way. Let's tap into the past timelines and work this way until they line up and merge into one timeline. Okay. Metatron and Sednaflon are the two archangels that's going to help you do that, to help you travel through time, space, and dimensions. All right. The next archangel that I want you working with is going to be Zadicule. Okay. And the reason why you want to be working with Zadicule is because Zadicule is the keeper of the violet flame. All right. And so when you start working and you start setting your intentions and you have Gabriel bringing the rain, you have Raphael calming the winds, you got Metatron, Sednaflon working through time, space, dimension, bringing the merger into simultaneously in the now moment, Zadicule is going to be activating the violet flame. Okay, and this is vital. You have to be activating the violet flame when you're working on a multi-dimensional level. When you are working through time, space, past, present, future, okay? Because we see time linear here on Earth, but I promise you it's not linear. And we can manipulate what's going on behind the scenes by diving into past, present, future, and merging those in together. Okay. I know this sounds cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but for those of you that know how to do these things, it's going to make a lot of sense. All right. So this is how I do it, and this is how I see it. Now, we need water. We need water. We need water. We need water. And we need water to start dumping tremendously, okay, around that area. Okay, we need it to start. And if we got to pull it from the ocean, that's okay. We can pull it from the ocean. All right, because that's a large body of water. Not a problem. We can tap into that and we can bring it into that area. All right. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is you can activate the violet flame with Zadicule, but you can also activate the rainbow flame, the lilac flame, and the crystalline flame. All right. And what this is going to help to do is to purify, cleanse, and heal specifically the past timelines. Okay. And when you start healing the past, you actually correct the future, which is the reason why I always work on a multi-dimensional plane, okay, when I am doing these things. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? Up your grids of protection. Okay? Up your grids of protection, specifically around your home, your city, your state. Okay? We will see more of this. This will be one of the worst fires in the history of California. Okay, we will, like, I can't stress this enough, guys. I truly can't stress this enough. All right. And if we don't start stepping in now and truly trying to change that, specifically past moving into the future, ooh, it could be really, really, really bad. All right. Oh, I feel like there was so much that I needed to say, and yet I get on here and it's like, poof, gone. Um, remember your power. Remember that we have God with us, and also remember we are stronger together. Okay? We are stronger together. We do not have to take any dark agenda that is sent our way. So please take your power back and please get proactive. If all you do is just pray for rain, that is help. Okay? If all you do is pray for rain, that is help. Also, let's bring some heat to the Appalachians. Okay? We still have people living in tents. We still have people, a lot of people living in tents. Okay? So oh, I just noticed I only have one earring on. So we need to bring the heat from California here to East Tennessee and North Carolina. Now, if you work with the dragons, if you work with fire, Archangel Michael is actually the keeper of the fire. Okay. Archangel Michael is the fire. So we can have Archangel Michael truly heating up this area. All right. We can have Metatron also activating his cube, which will bring cleansing specifically to the root chakra of the earth, which is in California, Mount Shasta. Okay. Please keep your head on a swivel. I know there was more than I needed to talk about with Mercury and Capricorn. I am thankful that Mercury is now in Capricorn. Um, it's going to be a little bit easier for us to communicate. Our communication is going to be a lot more calculated. Matter of fact, it can come across as being a little cold and direct. So just keep that in mind. All right. I am keeping this one short. I really wanted to focus on sending healing to that area, sending protection to that area, and bringing the water in. They need water there. We need fire here. Okay? We need fire here. Truly. All right. Um, and having Archangel Raphael purify the air here too, so we can kind of push some of this weather out of the way. We need all hands on deck, guys. I love you all. I hope these messages find you well. And I'm sorry that I really wanted to spend the majority of the time setting these intentions, really focused on bringing healing to the area because they need us. They need us. They need us. So many innocent people. So many innocent people have been affected. So please join me. Prayer works, intentions work. You don't have to be a master at this to do it. So let's come together. Let's send some healing. Let's send some water to California. Let's send some heat here to East Tennessee. Bring the sunshine out. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing Wednesday. And I'll be back tomorrow for another What the fuck are the planets doing update. Love you guys. Bye.